Have you ever met someone who doesn't just walk into a room, but changes the emotional texture of that room? Someone whose presence feels warm, attractive, creative, magnetic, soft, and yet powerful? If that is you or someone you are trying to understand, then Rohini Nakshatra deserves your attention. I want you to see Rohini clearly. This is not just a nakshatra of beauty. It is a nakshatra of cultivation. It is the part of you that wants to grow something meaningful, hold something precious, protect what feels emotionally valuable, and turn raw life into something beautiful, fertile, and deeply satisfying. That is why Rohini people are rarely random. They are usually building a life, a look, a bond, a creative identity, a home, a brand, a talent, or an emotional atmosphere that feels rich and alive. When I look at Rohini psychologically, I do not see charm. I see emotional investment. I see someone who wants life to feel full. You do not merely want attention. You want resonance. You do not merely want comfort. You want beauty with belonging. You do not merely want success. You want success that feels personal and worth staying loyal to. That is why Rohini has such a strong link with creativity, sensuality, aesthetics, nurturing, hospitality, performance, fashion, cultivation, agriculture, design, and emotional warmth. You are not here to make life mechanical. You are here to make life bloom. Now let me connect this with personality patterns in a way that is simple and useful. Rohini often carries the emotional warmth of Enneagram 2, the aesthetic sensitivity of Enneagram 4, and the visible ambition of Enneagram 3. Why? Because this energy wants to nurture, wants to feel special, and wants to create something admired. That mix is powerful. It can make you loving, artistic, attractive, expressive, and memorable. But it can also make you emotionally attached to validation, appreciation, desirability, image, or the fear of losing what you love. That is the first big truth of Rohini. Your gift and your struggle often come from the same place. Your capacity to care can become overcaring. Your love of beauty can become dependence on appearance. Your loyalty can become possessiveness. Your emotional richness can become mood-based functioning. Your sensitivity can become pain when criticized. So the real question is not whether you are gifted. The question is whether your gifts are governed by maturity or by attachment. This is also why Rohini can resemble MBTI patterns like ESFP, ISFP, and ENFP. If you are more socially expressive, magnetic, stylish, and naturally engaging, the ESFP pattern shows up strongly. If you are more inward, artistic, emotionally refined, and quietly selective, the ISFP pattern becomes more obvious. If you are more relationally creative, enthusiastic, and imaginative in how you connect with people, the ENFP side can emerge. But beneath all three is one common thread. You are trying to create emotional value. You want life to feel alive, beautiful, and personally meaningful. So what happens when Rohini shows up in different parts of life? That depends on the house. In the first house, you become the embodiment of Rohini. People feel your magnetism, your softness, your style, and your emotional presence immediately. In the second house, it colors speech, food, money, values, and family attachment. You may speak sweetly, earn through beauty or creativity, and become deeply tied to financial and emotional security. In the third house, Rohini becomes communication, media, expression, performance, branding, and persuasive storytelling. In the fourth house, it seeks a beautiful home, emotional roots, family comfort, and inner safety. In the fifth house, it shines through romance, creativity, children, performance, and artistic intelligence. In the sixth house, it serves through care, healing, hospitality, or wellness, but must guard against burnout and emotional overwork. In the seventh house, Rohini wants relationship to feel affectionate, sensual, loyal, and emotionally rich. You do not want a cold bond. You want warmth, beauty, closeness, and consistent attention. But this is also where possessiveness can become a serious lesson. In the eighth house, Rohini becomes deeper, more intense, more intimate, and more karmic. It can create profound attachment, emotional transformation, and powerful desires that are not easy to release. In the ninth house, it brings beauty into belief systems, teachings, culture, values, devotion, and philosophy. In the tenth house, it becomes career, reputation, public charm, visible creation, and success through design, beauty, entertainment, hospitality, luxury, or emotional intelligence. In the 11th house, it gains through networks, community, audience love, and social magnetism. In the 12th house, it becomes private longing, artistic solitude, spiritual beauty, emotional imagination, and sometimes secret attachments or escapist tendencies. Now, let me make this even more personal through planets, because this is where many of you will suddenly recognize yourself. If your moon is in Rohini, your emotional body becomes fertile, sensitive, affectionate, and responsive. You absorb atmosphere deeply. You need emotional safety. You remember what you feel. You love comfort, beauty, rhythm, and bonds that feel secure. If your Venus is in Rohini, your love nature becomes graceful, sensual, artistic, and magnetic. You may have refined taste, romantic power, and a natural draw toward beauty, style, pleasure, and harmony. If your Mercury is in Rohini, your mind becomes attractive in expression. You may speak sweetly, think in pleasing ways, market well, write beautifully, and know how to make ideas emotionally appealing. If Mars is in Rohini, desire becomes strong. You may work hard to protect what you value, pursue love intensely, build wealth persistently, or fight over emotional territory, money, pleasure, and control. This can give creative drive, but it also needs maturity, because possessive anger can quietly damage relationships. If your ascendant falls in Rohini, this energy becomes your whole life lens. You are here to build, cultivate, beautify, nourish, and emotionally shape the world around you. People may remember your presence, your style, your softness, your steadiness, or your ability to make environments feel alive. Now comes Rahu and Ketu, and this is where things get fascinating. Rahu in Rohini can create enormous hunger for beauty, success, romance, visibility, luxury, pleasure, or admiration. You may feel driven to become desirable or unforgettable. This can produce brilliance in fashion, media, entertainment, branding, public life, or creative entrepreneurship. But if you do not become conscious, Rahu here can keep making you chase more and more without inner satisfaction. Ketu in Rohini works very differently. It can create past life familiarity with beauty, comfort, or attachment, but also emotional distance from conventional pleasure. You may look refined externally, yet feel strangely detached inside. You may crave closeness and simultaneously pull away from it. You may create beauty but not always feel nourished by it. This can make you subtle, spiritual, artistic, and deep, but it can also make you confused about what truly satisfies your heart. Let me give you a few quick examples so this becomes real. Moon in Rohini in the fifth house can make someone expressive, romantic, creative, and deeply affected by attention and affection. Mercury in Rohini in the 10th house can create a beautiful communicator, creator, marketer, speaker, or brand strategist. Venus in Rohini in the 7th house can make someone charming in love, committed to beauty in partnership, but sensitive to rejection or neglect. Mars in Rohini in the 4th house can build property, protect family fiercely, and create domestic security, but also bring emotional stubbornness inside the home. Rahu in Rohini in the 11th house can create popularity and gains through audience love, but also comparison, social hunger, and image dependency. Ketu in Rohini in the 4th house can produce a beautiful home life on the outside and an inward sense of emotional distance on the inside. So what is the higher lesson of Rohini? It is this: you are not here merely to attract, you are here to cultivate. You are not here merely to be desired. You are here to create value. You are not here merely to hold on. You are here to nourish wisely. When you mature, Rohini becomes one of the most life-giving energies in the chart. You can create beauty without vanity, love without suffocation, comfort without laziness, ambition without image slavery, and success without emotional emptiness. And that matters deeply for young people and youth counselors listening to this, because many of today's struggles are Rohini distortions in modern form, image anxiety, validation addiction, fear of criticism, emotional overattachment, confusing desirability with self-worth, mistaking comfort for growth. The cure is not self-rejection. The cure is conscious cultivation. Build your taste, but also your character. Build your beauty, but also your boundaries. Build your emotional world, but also your self-respect. Build your dreams, but do not let your identity get trapped inside admiration. If you have strong Rohini, your life changes when you learn one core principle. Love is not possession. Beauty is not identity. Comfort is not destiny. Your true power is your ability to grow something that nourishes life, including your own. If this reading made you feel seen, then do not stop at general knowledge. Your chart reveals where Rohini is operating, which house it influences, which planet is carrying it, and whether it is showing up as talent, attachment, ambition, love, art, or karmic lesson. Reach out to me for a personality reading and let me help you decode your pattern.